here at the Frugal Crafter. You hear that? Silence. My kids are back to school today. Woohoo! Okay, I know that sounds awful, but you know, it's nice to film a video with no roller skating elephants upstairs. It's wonderful. Speaking of back to school, I'm going to share a fun back to school project with you, these little lunch money envelopes, and I made them using one of my favorite crafting tools, the kreate-a-lope. Now about 9 years ago, I bought the 5x7 and the A2 size kreate-a-lope envelope maker, and I thought that's all they had. But when I went to a stamping convention this spring, I met the inventor of the kreate-a-lope, Nick Romer. You've probably seen him on Home Shopping Channel, or seen him at conventions, or you know, you're just more in the loop than I am apparently. But they have a lot of, he designed a lot of envelope templates. He actually has some action card templates, which I did purchase at the show. But they also have many different sizes of kreate-a-lopes, and I store mine here in this binder in page protectors. All of them will fit in there except for a couple larger ones. I don't have them all, but I do have quite a few, and I have a fun project with you today that we're going to do. Now, the reason I'm talking so much about kreate-a-lopes is because the owner, the inventor, Nick, he wants to expand his business, and so he's offering a lot of bundles on his website, and I'll put the link below the video so you can click on it and check it out yourself. But basically, he's selling some big multi-packs, and that's going to help him raise the money he needs to go forward with a new expansion, bringing more templates and some other innovative ideas. So, without further ado, let's go to the table and make some fun envelopes. I'm feeling all sorts of rambly today. I'm just chatterbox. I don't have to rush it. I don't have to rush my video because I'm worried somebody's going to run downstairs. All right, so here's a stack that I just made. It took me a couple minutes. It definitely is the quickest envelope maker I've ever used. Here's a business card size envelope. Here is a 3x3. Here I'm going to show you, there's a couple different ways to do your envelopes. This is a, I would say about 4x5. And see here, I didn't cut out the little notches. I left them in, just a little quicker that way. We have a 4x4. This is the size we're going to use today. This is a 6x3. We have a 5x5. We have 5x7. This is what I use the most. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe this is a 5x7. Well, one of them's different. And then we have a business card envelope. Woo! I've been doing resin all day, so the fumes may be getting to me. Forewarning. So what we're going to do today is take an old book page, and my librarian always calls me before she tosses books in the dumpster if they are too far gone to save, and I sometimes take them home for crafts. We're going to make this cute little lunch money envelope. So the first thing you want to do is your template will come in two pieces. You have the outside piece, and then you have the insert, which is a guide to help you fold really. So set your paper on the template and simply tear away the excess. If you don't like the rough edge, you could go around it and you could trace it and you could cut it with scissors, or you could very carefully go around it with an X-Acto knife. Just be careful that you don't cut into the template. Oops, made that crooked. Honestly, it's easy. Things are never as easy when I'm doing a video though. You know how that is. I could just fold that back if I wanted to. Not going to worry about it. Not really going to show anyway. Then you put your insert back in and you remove the outside piece, and then you simply just fold your paper around the insert, and that gives you the size of your envelope. Very easy. Now here you have an option. You can either glue this flap down like this, and then use some envelope glue or whatever to seal it, but a lot of times what I like to do to make it a little easier is I cut out these little corners right up here. You don't have to do that, but it does make it look a little more professional. That's completely up to you. It depends on how much time you have to make your envelope and the look that you're going for. And then I just use a little double-sided tape to close it up. Or a glue stick works just fine, whatever you have handy. I always have the double-sided tape handy, so that works for me. And there we have our envelope. And I like the little deckled edge, and what I'll do is I'll just hit it with a little ink pad so it stands out and it looks kind of artsy-fartsy. See? So that's the back of my envelope. We're going to do some stamping on the front, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Ooh, that's zooming out. Here we go. We're zooming in. And I am going to stamp this so that I can make some cool little lunch money envelopes for my kids to take their lunch money to school with. I was running low. I actually had some of these smaller envelopes at home, but I was running low, and I was thinking, well, instead of going and buying a box, why don't I just take this old book that, I have so many of these old books to alter. I might as well just make some. It only takes a few minutes and it's kind of fun. And I'm just rubber stamping some school type things. I'm going to rubber stamp the word lunch money. And here's a little tip. I double mounted this just so that I could have just a couple mounts here. But I took the individual letter stickers, stamps, and I put them together on one block so that I could stamp it all at once instead of stamping every single letter by itself, which is boring. Can't have boring crafting now, can we? And maybe a few little yellow stars. And this is the other tip, is that a lot of times when I'm stamping, I'll throw a stamp on each side. And I'll just let it roll like that. Throw a few stars on there. That way, if you don't have too many mounts and you want to do a lot of stamping, you can do that. I'm going to turn that around so it's right set up for you. And there is our cute little lunch money envelope. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please check out the link under the video if you want to learn more about kreate-a-lopes. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and subscribe so you never miss another Crazy Craft and Frugal Crafter video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.